Hey, Brian King here. The strategy I'm about to share with you is one that I originally was going to just share with my group of clients, but I figured, you know what? There are a lot more people that really need this strategy, so I'm going to share it publicly. This is a strategy I use to help me get to sleep faster, and ironically, it helps me stay asleep. Now, let me give you a little background on my sleep issues. I have sleep apnea. I tend to be very hypervigilant, very anxious, so I'm easily woken. And I also have the racing brain that comes along with ADHD. So in the past, it was not unusual for me to stay awake for hours fretting, starting with one negative thought that would cascade into palpitations and a mini panic attack just because of what my mind did to itself and my inability to quiet that down. Or I would just go to bed late because I was too busy watching TV or doing something else stimulating. And with 3 kids and a business that I'm running, the lack of sleep was really catching up with me and I was getting physically ill. So I began experimenting with different ways. Hey there, Connie. Good morning to you. I began experimenting with different ways of calming myself down. And I went to my traditional meditation roots. I've been practicing Zen meditation for about 25 years. And it was good to a point because the purpose of traditional Zen meditation is to actually be mentally alert and aware. So although it was good at calming my mind, I found that I was still very alert. So I really didn't get tired and start winding down. So when I came up with this meditation, it was really a combination of factors. I mean, I can't even really begin to name them all. It's wonderful how some seemingly unrelated things can show up in your life and you really don't know what their purpose is or how they work together. Then at one point, your brain just goes, hey, let's put these together. And then boom, you get an insight and you begin practicing with it. And I began practicing with it and I saw immediate results. Now, I don't know how much of the effectiveness of this technique has to do with the fact that I already have a strong foundation in meditation. That may have a lot to do with it. So I'm going to invite you to help me do some research and see just how generalizable this technique is. So here it is. What I do is I lay down at night with the most comfortable position I can find, whether it's your back or your side. And then when you close your eyes and start letting your breathing relax, you put your focus right here, right between your eyes. In some circles, that's referred to as the third eye, something of our higher awareness. Anatomically speaking, that's in alignment with your pineal gland in the center of your brain. And guess what the pineal gland does? It is responsible for your sleep-wake cycle. If your pineal gland is working well, it will release melatonin when the sun goes down and you'll start feeling more tired. Now, there are some people that melatonin is not in the right proportion, so they're insomniac or they're more restless. They don't sleep as deeply, a variety of reasons. Now, I don't know if focusing on that point does anything to stimulate the pineal gland, kind of like if you got a sore part of your body and you suddenly give that more attention, surprise, it starts hurting more. Well, if we can do that by increasing our attention on a sore point, on my third eye, observing that little heart beating, hearing it, feeling it. And before and I've been doing this for a couple weeks now with very, very consistent results. So I want to invite you to try this for yourself and report back to me and let me know, does it work? Does it not work? I hope it does. For some of you it may. For others, you may not have the patience because you're used to your mind being so busy and your mind wanders off and you say, this is crap. This doesn't work for me. And it may not at first. One of my favorite sayings is, a bird may be born to fly, but that doesn't mean it's going to get it right the first time. The little birdies fall out of the nest and they hit the ground. And they have to stumble before they learn to take flight, kind of like a toddler learning how to walk. So be patient with yourself with this. Practice with it. Get comfortable with the various aspects of it. And then see if in hopefully a short amount of time, you'll find yourself suddenly drifting off faster than before and waking up refreshed the next morning. So give it a shot and let me know. Hopefully it'll work for you. Thank you very much, everybody that's been watching. I really honor your time. I hope this has been valuable for you. This has been Brian King. Thank you for watching. We'll talk to you again soon.